Bom dia, and welcome to Tabatinga, Brazil, a small border port town next to Peru and Colombia. Now, even though I've been checked into Brazil for the past 3 days, I've been sleeping in Colombia. And today I took a tuk-tuk across the border, and I'm here to get on a ferry for an 850-ish mile journey to the city of Manaus in the heart of the Amazon rainforest. And this journey cost me just about $40, and that gets me a spot for a hammock and 3 meals a day. Luxury cruising at its best. And while I am, as far as I could tell, the only tourist on this boat, I am definitely not alone. And I've been queuing here for about 2 hours now. And the boat, the lovely Esmeralda, has just pulled up. So I'm hoping we get on it soon. And yeah, this is going to be a very interesting journey. And it is Christmas Day. Probably won't go down as my best Christmas ever, but very much going to be a memorable one. Here's that we are off, and it's a hub of activity. No one seems to be acknowledging the queue anymore. So neither will I. Let's go grab our hammock spot. And people even packed stalks of plantains. It's crazy. Lovely, lovely Esmeralda. And I've been thinking about my hammock strategy. I'm gonna go towards the back of the boat. I think I'd prefer the hum of the engine at night than hearing people snore, kids talking, I don't know. I'll take engine over humans any day when I'm trying to sleep. And you can see, it's also a working boat. Cargo and an amazing amount of flies. Blah, jeez. And I'm gonna do my best to go as high as possible. And then the sun, it's this way. No one's stopping me. Senor, aquí? All right. Let's go down this way and grab a spot. They have these little hooks here. I don't know if that marks one, but I'm gonna pick right here. Yeah, this is the back of the boat. I should have morning sun. I'm gonna set up camp and we'll check back in a minute. My hammock is set up, and that took me about 2 seconds. I didn't need the extra ropes that I purchased, and yeah, that was something for the boat. You had to bring your own hammock, you had to bring a bowl, a utensil, or utensils. I brought one, I brought a fork, a cup, and yeah, I guess you're gonna come around and fill my bowl 3 times a day. But all that cost about an extra $30. So this 4-day, 3-night Amazon cruise, $70. And I don't think you can beat the view. I'm just gonna sit here, read books, and watch the river cruise by. 2:30 in the afternoon, and we are moving. The ship is setting sail. And if you look here, you see Brazil, and over there we have Colombia, and then on the other side of the river, over there is Peru. And we definitely have a storm coming. And let's go check out my hammock area, which I'm not finished yet, but I've set up quite a home for the next few days. That's a crowded deck, but not too crowded. And I have my own little space right over here. I have electricity to to charge my electronics. I have my camping pillow. I've rigged this so you can't grab my bag, whoa, without removing my hammock. And I'll probably do the same with my backpack later. I also made a little side bag, put my glasses in and whatever I'm using so I don't use them. But I'm very happy with the setup, and it's actually nice and cool with this storm coming in. And yeah, let's cruise the Amazon. We are 10 minutes into the journey and we have rain. We just made a turn. I mean, it's still raining, but we have some civilization. We have another boat going by. And that's kind of what I pictured I'd be on, something more like that. But I scored this one. And we have houses and boat docks. And hopefully we're doing some supplies, because there's a little market here, and I'll give you a tour in a bit. But they had 2 cans of chips, Pringles. Of course, I bought them both, and I fell asleep for, I don't know, like 45 minutes. And I woke up. It's freaking awesome out here. Check this out. And also, we have a full boat. And the weather's fantastic. It's probably about 72, 73 degrees. It's cool. Let's go take a look at the back of the boat. Anyway, the motor idea worked. It's very peaceful, pumps out everything. And no, the store has not been restocked. I see people grabbing their bowls. Must be dinner time. And I'm gonna get on that. It's crowded on this deck. Yeah, lots of chicken. Hola. Carrots. Soup. And my large bowl is getting really full. It's good. Excelente. Gracias. Oh, and there's a spoon. I have a spoon. And yeah, I'm gonna head back on up and eat this delicious looking chicken soup. Sun's out. I found this awesome little table in the back of the boat. And check out this view. Let's give this soup a try, which I have a lot of. Freaking good. Lots of chicken in it too. Really good. I was kind of expecting intestines and rice or something like that. But yeah. $70, 4-day cruise up this beautiful, beautiful river. The sun is setting behind me on this first day on my Amazon River cruise. And wow, it's stunning. It's kind of what I expected, and it's a lot cooler than I expected though. It's absolutely beautiful. You look at this scenery and it's so remote and so beautiful, and there's these little villages along the whole way. It's absolutely incredible. I've learned some things. Number one, don't plug anything in without your shoes on. And yes, I learned the hard way twice. And yeah, some other things, but we'll go over that in the morning. I'm getting my bearings, gonna settle in, read a book, and hopefully have a good night's sleep. And it's actually very comfortable. So yeah, I have high hopes. Good night.
Si un día quise cantar, eras por verte feliz, por querer imaginar.
Happy, rainy, cloudy morning from the Amazon River. Last night was actually a lot better than I thought it would be. I slept pretty good and super, super cool. Crazy dark out, a ton of stars. You could see the Milky Way, and they had to navigate with this giant spotlight. It was like you're, I don't know, in another dimension. It was just crazy with the rain and the spotlight. And yeah, we hit a bunch of ports overnight. People got on, people got off. It was really cool seeing those cities at night. I managed to sleep pretty well in my hammock, but I'm really, really enjoying myself. Breakfast was, you got a piece of bread, some type of cornmeal, and this paste. Absolutely terrible, but hopefully lunch will be better. Yeah, just spent the morning in the hammock, watching the birds, watching the people, just having really a great time. Highly recommend this. Making all kinds of friends here. This is my hammock mate. We set up pretty close to each other. I don't know why, but yeah, we kind of watch each other's stuff. Another guy's walking around, which is a pretty good deal for me since he only has a hammock. Anyway, I'll give you a look at this guy over here. So I'm just chilling in my hammock, about to eat some delicious lunch. Got some chicken, some beans, some pasta, next to my little buddy over here, and watching the river go by. My little buddy, the pirate. I was deep asleep in a wonderful afternoon nap, and the dinner bell rang, and now I am back in the chow line. I can only imagine what wonderful delicacies await behind that white door in the green tinted room. And we are up and in the room. Got in trouble. Fucking things up. Probably gonna get a small portion now. There we go. No? Okay. Oh, man, I'm really gonna get chipped on this now. Ah, excelente. Yep. Damn it. Stupid camera has cost me some food, but let's get some picante on this. Out of what I'd estimate to be 150, 200 people on this boat, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one doing this purely for pleasure. This is straight up transport for what seems like a lot of indigenous people. And yeah, I'm gonna go back to the hammock. Yeah, there's no roads, as I mentioned, to any of these little towns or villages. The only way to get around is on the river. Ah, home sweet home. Let's climb in. And once again, a wonderful, wonderful dinner with a view. Rice, beef, pasta, with a little picante. Not really sure what type of beef that was, but that was absolutely horrible. Let's head up to the front of the boat, try and get some shots and not think about what I just ate. The jungle is just beautiful here. In some areas, the canopy is so thick that light never hits the jungle floor. There's spots where when it starts to rain, it'll take 10 minutes from the time it hits the roof of the canopy until the water hits the jungle floor. It's that thick. Also, there's no beer or any type of alcohol available, which makes sense. You have so many people in such a confined space. Adding alcohol to this mix would probably be a pretty bad idea. And here we are, right at sunset, coming in at this on this little port town here.
Allá en Valle de la Pascua, mi lindo llano, donde todos son hermanos, donde pinta el orejano y vuela una garza blanca. Tengo un querer que me espera.
Good morning from the Amazon River. And check this out. So I brush my teeth. It's foggy, it's cool, looks like rain, and yeah, up early, ready to start another day on this boat. Gonna have breakfast, and after that, there's just so many cruise activities planned. We got hammock sitting, we got river watching, we got oh, so many things, can't even name them all. Let's go do a boat tour. And we'll start down here at the very bottom in what is a very strict no-go zone, but we'll see. We can take a peek. And here we are on the second floor. And we're gonna go down and just kind of peek in. This is the cargo area, strictly off limits to passengers. There's a lot of crew down here, lots of fruit, refrigerators, and stuff over there. There's also stuff in the hull. It's hollow, and I don't know what kind of nonsense goes on down there, but they were tossing some stuff overboard the other day, and they didn't seem very happy that I videoed it. And behind me, this is the second floor. It's very similar to the top floor, except these people have a lot more stuff. And what I'm guessing is they made it up the first flight of steps with their stuff and decided, F it. I'm not carrying that up another flight. And it's hammock after hammock after hammock after hammock. And here is the green room, the white door that leads to the green room where we are served our food. Let's go up to the third floor. What I like to call home. And there's a lot more of a breeze up here. It's a lot more comfortable. Let's head up, take a peek at the steering station, the captain's deck. We have some kids hanging out up here. We have the beautiful river. We have my little buddy. And right there, in that room, it's where they steer the ship. That's where all the magic happens. And now, let's go to the back of the boat and complete our tour. You can see most people are sleeping the afternoon away. I myself have just woken up. The kids are up and playing. Now there's a lot of recreation back here. We have men playing. We have Reese dominoes. We have a match of dominoes going on. We have a TV going. We have kids drawing or writing or doing homework. And then right up here, we have our tiny little shop with a few options of things to purchase. It's a good man right here. And now for the grand finale, the absolute low point. I almost hate to pick one of these randomly, but this shower bathroom, that one's locked. The shower bathroom, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, in all its splendor and glory. And of course, there's no hot water, but it's actually pretty warm. It's not bad. And it's very close to my home, right here, which, even though I have a very vigilant security system partner, I also have rigged my bag so that it sits in my hammock like this. And it's especially secure while I'm laying in it. It creates a tunnel, and I can access everything this way. Well, there you have it, the Esmeralda. And the rain is pouring down as we're called to dinner. Oh, it's wet out here. And yeah, last dinner on the boat. I'm sure they're gonna do something special for us, so I'm excited. Let's go see what it is. Still raining out, and looks like it's gonna get dark soon. I did get my dinner, and I was correct. It's a very, very special evening. Rice, spaghetti, and chicken. At least we didn't get that ground meat from last night, which actually I was afraid of, and I would have passed on dinner. But I can do chicken. Night night.
Y cuando estoy frente al mar, quisiera que estés allí, entre gaviotas de volar.
Bom dia, from deep in the heart of the Amazon rainforest. We're almost in the exact center. And today, day 4, we're going to be arriving in the city of Manaus. And I'm very excited. It used to be the wealthiest city in all of South America. It's known as the Paris of the tropics, and completely isolated from the rest of Brazil. The only way you can get there is by boat or plane. Technically, you can drive, but you have to go through Peru, Colombia, and Venezuela. And it's a beautiful morning. I had a great night's sleep. I don't think I've slept that long in years. Last day. And we are getting closer. The towns are getting bigger. Over here, we have Kuparu. It's gonna be hard to see, but trust me, it's there. And I've had a cell signal for about an hour now, which hasn't happened this entire trip, maybe 10, 15 minutes here or there. And yeah, I'm excited for it to end, but at the same time, it's gonna sound crazy, but this feels like the first vacation I've had in years. Waking up, not having any options on things to do. I didn't have to think about it. There was nowhere to go. There were no planes to catch. There were no trains to catch. I had no data. It was just accept your fate, sit back and relax. And I did. It was really, really nice. I enjoyed the fuck out of this trip. So this trip almost didn't happen. Checking into Brazil from Colombia on the land border in Leticia is a little complicated. You don't just go through one location. And when I went to get my entry stamp for Brazil, the guy who spoke great English, he questioned why I was in Brazil 2 weeks earlier, went home for a week, then flew to Colombia, and now I'm trying to cross back in at a rarely used land border by tourists. And when he said it out loud, it kind of made sense to me. Definitely seemed like I was up to something nefarious. And then when I explained I was getting on a cargo ship, it made things even worse. Well, eventually, using my sweetest voice I've ever spoke to another man in, he asked me how much time I needed. I told him 2 weeks. He said, I'll give you 10. I said, I'll take it. So here I am, about to end a 4-day journey on the Amazon River, and it's been amazing.
La vida es tan corta y dolorosa que a veces sin darnos cuenta el final se nos presenta.
All right, a nice whiskey with my Brazilian neighbors. All right, man. And right here, we have what is known as the merging of the rivers, where the Rio Negro meets the muddy waters of the Amazon. The city of Manaus, once a booming empire built on rubber, known for its extreme wealth and extravagant lifestyles. But its fall came as quickly as its rise when a pirate stole a cargo ship full of seeds and sold it to the British, moving the entire rubber industry to Southeast Asia, resulting in its economic collapse. The city has its own music, its own food, its own dance, its own art, its own architecture, and I am beyond excited to explore it. Let's go grab my bag and get at it. And that concludes our 4-day journey along the Amazon River. Almost 4 days to the hour. We got a bunch of ruckus. Some porters coming up these steps quickly. Zoinks. Now, given that Manaus is a port town, a big one, the biggest on the Amazon, and its extreme isolation, it has a reputation for decadence, hedonistic decadence, and let's go find out if it can live up to that reputation. And if you're interested, be sure to subscribe, hit that bell, but I'm out. Ciao.
Keep